Good morning. I just wanted to show another of the diminishing number of dark decks. I guess that's what they would call them. In this case, it's pretty easy to call it that because it's the Luis Royo, the artist, Dark Tarot. The little white book. Well, I'll get to that, I guess. This is the box. It's a low scarabeo, so it's got this cool pushy in, complicated design. I noticed that on a couple of them, these are broken, and I just put some packing tape. I'm sure if you're a collector, that's not a good idea, but it looks like it's pretty much permanent at that point. I mean, if you're into boxes, this is just so much easier to get cards in and out. Yeah, I'd rather have one of those where the top pops off. But that's the box. There's not much going on there. No back, just a front. I forget which card that is. I'm sure we'll see it. But here is the, it comes with 2 extra cards. You know, the company card, which oddly doesn't have Terrasophy, the little fool dancing around thing. It says 2012, but the book said 2011. And that's the little book in multiple languages. And it says something about him being the master of dark fantasy. From just setting this up and flipping through it a couple times before, what I noticed is he has a thing for, I guess what you would call perfect, very young women. At least in his art. I don't know. Oh, and I'm not going to go into whether this would work for me or how I would use it or any of that. There's I think it's 2 videos. I'll link to them in the description. But I think her name is ShyFox. And she does kind of a moving one where she talks about this deck, and she did a reading, I believe, with it. But I'll link to that. That's, if you just want to see the cards, this is fine. But if you want to hear, especially from a woman's perspective, because I'm not a woman, and despite our similarities and some obvious differences, I personally believe there are some intangibles that would keep me from ever fully identifying with being a woman. But that's just what I've come to after years and years and years and years. And many, many women in various ages. But I'm just guessing though, but I'm kind of thinking that's not true the other direction. They can probably tell everything about men, but except for being stupid, I probably can't tell that, but they know that. But anyway, this is the Royo Dark Tarot, and the little book doesn't have much other than saying that there was something called the Black Tarot, which it says this tarot is born from the ashes of the Black Tarot, 1998. I'm not sure what that means. That don't sound good. They had to burn a deck to make a new deck. But there's the Fool card. And compared to I'm a standard, well, not really standard for low scarabeo. This is more of their standard. But you can tell they're similar, just a little shorter. Well, not as wide. But that's the Fool card. That's the back of the cards. Sorry if my rash is showing up. I got a rash from pulling weeds or something. I don't know. Or that cat gave it to me. I don't think cats give you rashes. Maybe she ran through some poison ivy, but I don't really break out from poison ivy. I don't know. That's it right side up. That's it upside down. Sometimes I do sideways. I don't know why, but that's the Fool card. We'll put it over here, kind of cover these up. And there's the 3 rows of 7, like always. And so let's bring in the chalices or cups. Oh my goodness. Some of these images. Let me see if I can get the first one right. The others kind of take care of themselves. And I think that's pretty good, right? This is probably off here. So what I want to do is try something new where I move it up some. There. And it's kind of blurry up there, but that's okay. Wow, this one doesn't fit in, does it? Nothing dark about it. Still perfect in terms of physical shape. Let's get rid of the old rag. This is Pentacles, I'm gonna guess. I could at least pick one up and show what we're dealing with here. Well, for me, let's see. For some reason, my eye is drawn there. I can't imagine why. Probably the same reason the artist's eye is drawn to this. Fancy hair, but no time to put on any clothes. Isn't there a saying that clothes make the man? I think, for me, I don't think that happens with any man. It still looks like a dude all dressed up. But it does work for women, doesn't it? Because they have a more artistic eye, more appreciation for beauty, possibly. Now that's all being stereotyped, right? I shouldn't do that. Okay, that, other than the obvious bit, that image is kind of popped out for some reason. I don't think we've seen the box cover yet, have we? Maybe, and I missed it. That was, what was that again? That was the wands. So there should have been a little fiery look there, but not really. This is swords, judging from everybody getting poked or swinging something. Yep, that's the swords. Yeah, I guess I missed her. Oh well. She showed up somewhere before. I don't know. Maybe it's just a familiar look. So that was my quick show of the Royo Dark Tarot, the replacement for the Royo Black Tarot, which I guess I'll have to look and see what that's all about. So with that, I will say peace.